Check, check. Hello, hello. Welcome in. We're gonna try something a little different tonight. Alright, let me kill the gravity well. This game has no intro music. So I grabbed a Cobalt Core song for the intro there. This game is also really loud, so hopefully I tinkered with the sound enough. Welcome in, everybody. Tonight, we're going to play a game called Mimic Logic. It's Minesweeper with mimics. We're just going to jump in. I know no better way to explain what this is than to just show you. I'm going to use my mouse. Sound actually a little quiet. I'm going to turn it up just a tad. Oh god, the sound effects are loud still. Alright, I'm not going to make too many changes. Okay, so. Are you ready, Nairo? Let's head into the dungeon and find some hidden treasure. With your fighting skills and my ability to talk to treasure boxes, this should be no problem at all. Huh? You don't know the rules of the game? As long as you can complete the tutorial dungeon, I'm sure we'll be fine. Don't worry. There's a tutorial. Difficulty 1 star. This dungeon has 10 floors. Within these 4 treasure boxes, there is only one mimic. And that mimic lies. Try to find the mimic. Clicking the treasure icon on the right will show you what all the treasure boxes have to say. This should make it easier to make your guess. If you find a lying mimic, try opening all the other treasure boxes. So there's 3 treasures and 1 mimic. And if you open the mimic, you die. The box on the right is not a mimic. The box below me is not a mimic. The box on my left is a mimic. The box on my right is a mimic. Okay, so these two are accusing each other of being a mimic. This guy says he's good. And this guy says that he's good. There's only one mimic, so they're not going to lie about that. This is actually quieter than I thought it would be. And he says that this one is good. So these guys are all vouching for each other. All right, so we marked those with circles. We could have marked this one an X. It's usually easier for me to just leave it blank though. But turn the background music up just a tad, so there's something. And it's even in stereo. Okay. All right, and then we just open them all at once. We got some money, we got a weapon, and we got some weird medicine. No telling what will happen. We don't open this one because it's a mimic. The puzzles are procedurally generated, so you won't be able to find every mimic and every puzzle. In fact, sometimes you will need to decide to move on even though you haven't cleared the entire puzzle. The box below me is not a mimic. The box above me is not a mimic. They're vouching for each other. It's not me, it's him. No, it's him. We have no way to differentiate between these two. We don't know who the mimic is. So all we can do is open the ones we know and move on. We got some armor and a healing potion. And a store. All right, optimize our gear. Sell everything we don't have equipped. You don't fight the Mimic. If you pick a Mimic, you just lose. Candy that raises our attack, candy that raises our defense. This restores our gut. So we haven't talked about that yet. We're also on a time limit. As we go down, we get hungry. It's our attack, our defense, our hit points, and our gut. The longer that we sit here, the more this goes down. In fact, it's going down right now. If it gets to 0, we lose. The more time passes, the hungrier you'll become. If the gut kind of reaches 0, the game is over. Thanks. I just said that. So try your best to finish puzzles quickly. The leftmost column contains a Mimic. You couldn't lie about that because you are in the left column. Which means this one has to be the Mimic. I can go through the process of elimination, but we know this one's the Mimic. Because if you were the Mimic, you wouldn't be able to say that. Ooh, we got a good weapon. Some armor and some money. This is a combat floor. This is the perfect chance to use the items and equipment you've gained from treasure chests. Click the Eat All Candy and Optimize Gear buttons on the right to strengthen your character. Here's an attack candy. Try eating it to improve your stats. Eat the candy. Attack increased by 1. Alright, optimize the gear. Optimal gear equipped. So, optimal gear in this game means whatever is best for defeating the monster. So I'm going to hit it once. He hit me for 5. Now he's got 1 hit point. If I optimize gear again, it's going to take my weapon away. Because I can kill it without using a weapon and using up its durability. So the game is smart. There are 6 boxes from here on. When listening to treasure box hints, click the square to the left of the treasure to make the guesses easier. That's what I've been doing. The rightmost column contains a Mimic. The top row contains a Mimic. The bottom row contains no Mimics. The top row contains a Mimic. The top row contains a Mimic. You can't lie about that. And there's only 1 Mimic. So you're all good. The rightmost column contains a Mimic. The rightmost column contains no Mimics. There's no way for me to tell which one's telling the truth. No, it's him. No, it's not me. So we're kind of stuck. A Zanbato. Alright, let's optimize our gear. We'll sell the unequipped stuff. Blue Crystal finds a non-Mimic. This is good. If we get in another situation where we can't figure out between the 50-50 split, we can just use the crystal. I want to buy 2 of those. And an attack candy. There are no Mimics among the blue boxes. There are no Mimics among the black boxes. The bottom row contains a Mimic. The top row contains a Mimic. There is a Mimic among the red boxes. You can't lie about that. It has to be red. The bottom row contains a Mimic. It has to be him. Process of elimination. Nice and easy. What was that? I didn't even read that fast enough. A wake-up bell awakens a sleeping chest. You can also go to the items and gear menu to use a number of items and change your gear. Here's a wind scroll. Give it a try. You can use the right click to bring up the menu. Max gut increased by 5. 5 damage to all enemies. It doesn't help us. We do 14. I would have left it with 1. That's no help. We did it. We successfully beat the tutorial dungeon. You got an adventures box. You now know everything there is to know about the game. New high score. You received 10 adventure points. That's all the stuff that we found. Those are our scores. Do you want to listen to one of my lessons? No. I'll figure it out on my own. Use adventure points to upgrade your character. Slow down hunger rate. Strengthen starting gear. Increase starting max hit points. I would like to slow down hunger. Just in case I start talking and am not paying attention. A standard dungeon, 3 stars. Expert dungeon, slightly harder than a standard dungeon, 4 stars. Random. The number of mimics is random, however the number of mimics is guaranteed to be less than half of the total number of treasure chests. Let's start with standard. There's a practice setting. 20 floors, your guts drain slower. Oh no. No, we'll just jump right in. The top row contains a mimic. You couldn't lie about that. We already know where the mimic is. Box on the right is a mimic. No, the box on the left is a mimic. The box above me is cool, so you're cool. Sorry, everyone ratted you out. Do I have anything? Sell unequipped gear and a little bit of money. I'm gonna buy one of those blue crystals. We usually will be able to figure it out, but just in case. The bottom row contains no mimics. The box on the left is not a mimic. The bottom row contains no mimics. It's that one. There's a mimic among the blue boxes. Nope, it's you. Restores gear durability. Hey, Angelus. Welcome in. How's it going? Nessa cast her magic attack. Okay. Every so often she throws out an attack. Okay. Well, she'll just finish that one off for us then. No mimics on the bottom, top row. Wait. Alright, they're both saying that there's no mimics on the bottom. The leftmost column contains no mimics, that is true. That was a high attack weapon. Alright, eat all the candy, no candy. Optimize the gear. We're going to be using the shovel. Thanks, Nessa. I have this one, though. Free attack candy. No mimics among the blue boxes. There are no mimics among the blue boxes. There are no mimics among the blue boxes. Which means you are not a mimic. The box on the left is the mimic. There it is. 3 people vouched for blue. Okay. Nope, no attack items. Wow, it even optimizes up to the point where if I'm facing one, it'll optimize to that particular enemy. That's really good. When you're in a town, you don't get hungry, so your gut doesn't decrease. Yay! You don't get hungry while in menus either. That is good information. Would you like to eat something? A mushroom lunch. Heal 20 hit points and 20 guts. That's probably good enough. Optimize gear. Sell everything else. We've got a blue crystal. Let's load up on attack candy. Increase our attack by 3. Yeah, that's much better. There are 2 mimics from here on. They're all blue. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. There is. There is a mimic among the blue boxes. There is. There is a mimic. There's a mimic among the blue boxes. Yeah, sorry. You guys kind of ratted yourself out on that one. 4 of them came to an agreement. Box on the right is a mimic. There are no mimics among the red boxes. Well, then he can't be lying about that. The rightmost column contains no mimics. If you're lying, then you're the mimic and there's none here. So you have to be telling the truth. There's no mimics among the red boxes. There is. Two big defense armors. Wow, that was a really good room. I'm selling some amazing stuff. A mythic book. Nessa's magic damage increased by 8. I can't afford that. No blues, no blues, no blacks. There is a mimic among the blacks. There's no mimics among the reds. There is a mimic among the blacks. Oh no. Okay. We're gonna have to try some stuff. If we're saying that there's a black mimic, then he's a mimic. And then blues have to be good. And then you're lying about reds. Right? No blues, no blues. There is a black. There is a black, so you're lying. There is a black. And there is a red. You. Is there another way that could have worked? Nope. This dang game's getting tricky. I'm not even that far in. Go, Nessa. My gut's getting low. I should have bought food. Oh, okay. We're getting more. The box on the right is good. The box down and left is a mimic. Down left. Diagonal down left for me is a mimic. Diagonal up left for me is not a mimic. Diagonal up right for me is not a mimic. Okay, well this chain can't be lying because there's too many of them. You're good. You're saying he's good. You're saying he is good. You're saying he's good. And he says that you're a mimic. And then you must be lying about him being a mimic. Oh, here we go. Hey, we can kill these in one. Attack candy. There is a black mimic. There are no black mimics. There are no black mimics. There is a black mimic. There is a black... Okay, 3 of them agree that there's a black mimic, which means the 2 black mimics or the 2 black boxes are mimics. And they're both lying. We're getting there. We're learning the logic. Go, Nessa, go. Oh. Alright, we made it to 20. Can we do 2 mushroom lunches? Because we don't need a whole fancy lunch. Yeah, okay, good. It's always a good idea to use up all your gold when you come across a shop. Money can't solve puzzles for you, and it's not going to help you win a fight either. 'Tis true. Alright, optimize gear, eat all the candy. This weapon didn't get very many hits in. So I don't want to just sell all. I'm going to keep the wand. But we can get rid of all the armor? You don't buy relics? Red rare rate up, black rare item rate up. Extra gold. Okay, you don't buy relics. Do I have food? I've got a rice ball for 70. Okay, we're fine for food. Then we're just gonna load up on attack candy. Sold out. Oh, I should have bought a charm. Protects you from a mimic once. Alright, well our attack is up to a grade C. The box on the right is a mimic. Diagonal down right from me is a mimic. The bottom row has a mimic. The bottom row has no mimics. Diagonal up left from me is not a mimic. Okay, there are accusations going on over here. I'm vouching for him, he's vouching for all of blue. Which makes these 2 the liars? No, diagonal down right from me is a mimic. Means that he's gotta be good. Oh, there is a blue mimic. Black is clean. It's him. No, it's him. It's not me. It could be this one and this one. Or it could be this one and this one. Right? Alright, we're gonna open the ones we know. Oh, we got a charm. That's insane. And then we'll use a crystal. Top right is not a mimic. Which makes both of those 2 mimics. Master Blade. Not durable. No mimics up here. There is a mimic up here. Well done, sir. The top row contains no mimics. That's a lie. You're good. You're good. It does. And you're good. Sometimes somebody just really gives them away. Eat all the candy. Optimize the gear. Super attack candy. The top row has a mimic. You're a mimic. Diagonal down left from me is a mimic, which means he's not. Box on the right is good. There is a red mimic. Easy peasy. Is that a big thing of meat? I'm not reading fast enough. Ooh. That is a powerful sword. Zero mimics in red. Zero mimics in red. Zero mimics in black. One mimic in red. Zero mimics in blue. Two mimics in blue. Two mimics in blue. But there might only be one. Oh, crap. No blacks, no reds. Two of them are in blues. So he's lying about there being one in red, and he's lying about there being anything other than blue. It takes a moment. Sometimes you just gotta figure it out. Hey, how's it going, Kit? Yes, the mimics will always lie. Strange book. We're not really using Nessa's magic, and she is kind of unpredictable. So there's two mimics, and those mimics are gonna lie, and everyone else is gonna tell the truth. The box on the left is a mimic. Okay. If he's a mimic, that means there's not one in blue. Which means the two black ones are telling the lies. But that can't be right. Because then this one's not lying, so it can't be black. There's a mimic among black. There is not. Yep, it's up there. And it changes as we progress. And on one of the harder difficulties, it's random. We'll get there. The box on the left is a mimic. That's a lie. Diagonal upright from me is a mimic. Oh crap, I'm wrong. Because he's saying that's a mimic. These two can still be good. He's saying that there's one in black. The one on the left of him is not a mimic, and the top row does have a mimic. Yeah? Yeah. Alright, our gut's getting low. We're gonna need to eat. Oh, we're at the end. You opened so many treasures. Good job. You've opened 66 so far. Since you opened more than 59, I'll give you 5 attack candies as a reward. I made some medicine. Do you want to try it? You can be my test subject. No, I have full health, thank you. Alright, optimize gear. Eat all the candy. Sell everything we don't have equipped. Buy all of the attack and defense candy that we can get. And then some cure potions. Just in case something goes horribly wrong. Because this is the end. Hit him with a throwing knife for 5. And Use the wind scroll for 5. You need to eat. I do need to eat. Oh, Nessa stole the kill. We did it. You got an amber stone. New high score. Every score is going to be a new high score. You received 20 adventure points. The level 2 has been unlocked. All right. Unlock the sound test. Let's get more experience. We'll level up faster. Do you want to listen to one of my lessons? No, we're working on it. So now we can do standard level 2, increased puzzle difficulty. What's the difference between that and expert? Slightly harder than standard. It's still 30 floors. Let's do expert. It's fine. One mimic. The box on the right is a mimic. No, red is a mimic. But he's vouching for this guy. It's so easy when there's only one. You're an expert. Hyper armor. Yeah, we'll see how much of an expert I am. All it takes is one mistake and the game's just over. There's a red mimic. No. The left has a mimic. There are no red mimics. There's no gold in the box to my left. How am I supposed to know if that's a lie? There's a black mimic. It's him, right? The top row contains a mimic. The leftmost column contains a mimic. Because it's him. So by process of elimination, there's no gold in this. It's probably a weapon or something. Or armor. Okay, we're getting a lot of money. A store already? Okay. Buy a couple of blue crystals in case we get stuck. And load up on attack candy? The box on the right is a mimic. The box on my right is a mimic. Okay, well, we know it's one of you two. And they're saying it's not red, so it's you. I'm assuming this is going to get more expert here in a moment. Oh. Or the battle is just going to be significantly harder? Oh, we took 1 damage. The box on the right is clean. There's a mimic in the blue boxes. You can't lie about that. Which means he's a mimic. I don't even need to read the rest of them. He wouldn't be able to out himself like that. The box below me is a mimic. The box on the right is not a mimic. So it has to be you. Because you can't lie and say that this guy's clean unless he is clean. Game's easy. Come on, Nessa. I need you to do an attack. Ugh. Alright, we made it to the first town. You know, sometimes you can't be 100% sure about the answer to a puzzle. At times like that, the best move is to just give up and go down the stairs and move on. Actually, we have a thing for that. Let's get a quick mushroom lunch. Optimize our gear, sell the leftovers. What the heck did we just sell? That's an extra 8 attack. That's amazing. There are 2 mimics from here on. These hints might show up from here on out. 2 mimics hide side by side. 2 of the mimics are not neighbors. Neighbors are side by side, meaning boxes above, below, or on either side. Diagonals don't count. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, I spoke too soon. The box on the right is a mimic. The mimics are side by side. The box below me is not a mimic. The box above me is not a mimic. Okay, so you 2 are good. The 2 mimics hide side by side. The box above me is the mimic. So these 2 are accusing you, which would make it you 2, which means they wouldn't be side by side. So it's got to be those, because the opposite. Expert level 1, 2 mimics within these 6 boxes. Mimics are guaranteed to lie, all other boxes tell the truth. That's just giving me the level information, apparently. Which is good to know if I forget for reasons. No red mimics. No black mimics. No black mimics. No red mimics. They are side by side. They are side by side. If you're lying, then you have to be lying. So that... No, that's not true. The 2 bottom corners could be mimics. It's not red, it's not black, it's not black, and it's not red. Because then you couldn't be lying if it was the 2 reds. Oh my god. How's it going, Kit? What are you up to? What do you got going on tonight? What do you got playing on the primary monitor? Two of the mimics are not neighbors. God damn it. There is no mimic among the red boxes. Just chilling. Chilling is good. The box below me is clean. The box to my left is clean. Okay. When we get a chain like that, they can't be lying. Which means you're good. There's no mimic among the blue boxes, which means you're good. Which makes the 2 reds the liars. Good, good. Okay. I'm the primary? Oh god. These 3 all agree that the mimics are not neighbors, which counteracts you 2. Sorry. Sorry. They're just outing you. Optimize gear. Sell the rest. Oh, that was so much money. I've already got 2 blue crystals. We're just gonna load up on attack candy. I'm not a mimic. That's such a mimic thing to say. The red is a mimic. The box on my left is not a mimic. It's not him, it's that guy. The box on my right is a mimic. Well, then you'd be lying, because this guy's clean, which means red's a mimic. The box on my left is a mimic. You're lying, so he's clean, so it's not black. The box on my right is a mimic, so you're lying, so you're actually not a mimic. If you're telling the truth, then he's not telling the truth, which tries to make him a mimic. Wait, what? If I say that these two are mimics, okay, then he'd be lying and this one would have to be a mimic. Nope, we're good. This is it. I'm overthinking. Oh, I'm just punching these to death. We didn't even need a weapon for those. Alright, good, we needed some food. You need to equip new weapons and armor, but just carrying relics is enough to get the effect. Oh, and if you carry more than one of the same relic, the effects will stack. We've got food. How much is food? Oh, I don't know because you don't sell any. Let's just have the fancy lunch. That way we're not worried about getting too hungry. Eat all the candy, optimize the gear, sell the rest. Oh, we didn't have anything. Oh, we are poor. There are no red mimics. All the mimics are the same color. There's a blue mimic. There's a red mimic. You can't be lying, so you have to be lying. Diagonal upright from me is a mimic. He is. There are no black mimics. There aren't. The box on the left is not a mimic. It isn't. All the mimics are the same color. There's a blue mimic. They're countering each other. That's why we have the blue crystal. The top right box is not a mimic. And again, we don't have to open them all. The top row has more mimics than the bottom, which means it's got to have at least one. The bottom row has more mimics than the top. It could still be the same amount. The bottom row contains no mimics. The bottom row contains no mimics. All right, you guys are good. Top row has one? It does. Same number in the top and bottom? No. Top row has more than the bottom. It does. Easy. Who are you? Hee hee, would you like a massage? Increase max hit points by 5? See you. Alright then. Not all the mimics are the same color. There is a blue mimic. You can't lie about that. Hey, Bumpotron. The easy clear rules. Yeah, I try and pick out the ones that make sense. Like, he can't out himself as being a mimic, so he would have to lie about that. So we know he's good. Love massage. That's right. It feels so much better now. The bottom row has a Mimic. I don't know that, do I? I don't. I just know that one's a Mimic. There is a blue Mimic. There is. There are no black Mimics. The top row has a Mimic. Not all the Mimics are the same color. Okay, it can't be you. Because that would make this true, which would make us have a third Mimic. The top row has a Mimic. They're not all the same color. They are all the same color. We know they're all the same color. Because there's only blues left. Alright, this game is way too fun for how minimalistic it is. Alright, give him a punch. Re-equip the real weapon. Ooh, got a heal in. Oh, that guy hurts. Bottom row has a Mimic. The top row has a Mimic. Oh, he's... Okay, yes. So these are good. Not all the Mimics are the same color. Okay. The top row contains no Mimics. We already know that it does. We got this, no problem. Hee hee, would you like another massage? We're close to the end. I'm just gonna take the max hit points. The box on the right is good. Diagonal right down from me is a Mimic. Diagonal up left from me is a Mimic. They're accusing each other. Okay. He's accusing him. So it's one of these two and one of these two? Which makes you good and you a Mimic. And there are more Mimics in blue than black. Oh. It was these two. Okay. Box on the left is good. Diagonal up right is a Mimic. Bottom row contains no Mimics. Could I have screwed this up? No. We're good. Gotta double check sometimes. You've opened so many treasures. Good job. You've opened 70 treasures so far. Since you opened more than 63, I'm gonna give you 5 attack candies. I'm a rock collector. If you have boring rocks, I'll buy them for 100 each. I don't have any. You're useless to me. All right, optimize gear. Eat all the candy. We can sell the rest? I think we're good here. Go, Nessa, go. He's only hitting for 18, we're fine. Some of these modes are quite tough. Are we gonna get new modes? How much of this game is there? You got a bloodstone. Okay. New high score. You received 20 adventure points. We're gonna slow down hunger some more. so I have time to think. By clearing dungeons with certain conditions, you can obtain special treasures. Earned by getting 7,000 or more points in a confused dungeon. Scores from the 50th floor dungeon do not count. I'm sorry? Okay. So yeah, there are different modes. You're good. This just pointed it out to us. That is a lot of floors. How's it going, Yef? $7,000 points. Okay, we need longer dungeons. Actually, we almost got 7,000 points. We were close. So two isn't even longer. We need to go further down than that. Should we go straight for random? The number of mimics is random. However, the number of mimics is guaranteed to be less than half of the total number of treasure boxes. That's insane. This is completely absurd. All right, let's try an expert 2 before we jump into random. It's not me, and it's not red. 2 of the mimics are not neighbors. They are neighbors. It is red. It is red. Okay, so it has to be red and they have to be side by side? Because these 2 can't be lying, or this one also has to be lying. Don't lose on the first room. The rightmost column is good. The leftmost column is good. They're side by side. They're side by side. They're all vouching for each other. And they're like, no, no, no. It's one on the left. No, 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 no. There's one on the right. Which means it would have to be those 2, which it can't be because they have to be side by side. We're good. Everything's fine. Strange book. Nessa's magic damage increased. She's just so inconsistent. The box below me is a mimic. There are no red mimics. There are no black mimics. There are no bottom row mimics. The rightmost column has a mimic. So if it's you, it's got to be you and you. In which case you would be lying. And there can only be 2. If that were random, I would have been very confused. So I'm waiting for that to happen. We're gonna die? Okay, we're fine. I thought he was gonna hit harder than that with our defensive F. The box on the right. No, the box on the left. They're not neighbors. They're not neighbors. So one of those is a mimic, so you 2 must be telling the truth. Which means you have to be lying. So you're good. And they're not neighbors. So it's gotta be you. No problem. This game's easy. Optimize the gear. Sell the junk. Get the blue crystals in case we get stuck. Like, attack candy with the rest. Do I have food? No. Oh, that's 20. Okay. We have a little food. The box on the right is not a mimic. It's the blue ones. These all agree that they're side by side. Which means you have to be a mimic, and you have to be telling the truth. It's so nice when 3 of them agree. Nessa, you want to get in here? There's a letter rank displayed next to your attack and defense. If you can get attack and defense to rank B, you'll definitely be able to beat the boss. How are you doing that math? If your attack and defense are at rank D, then you might just barely be able to beat the boss if you use plenty of items. That's vague. It's so vague. It's cheaper to just do 2 lunches. Do I need the second one? I might not need the second one. We've got 2 of those. Alright. We're probably fine. We're probably fine. We're probably fine. We're so screwed. There are no red mimics. There is a red mimic. You're lying. There is a red mimic. There is a red mimic. They're both red. There is a red mimic. Okay, they can't both be blue. It's a blue one. No, it's both reds. I can't decide between these 2. They are trying to out each other. So we'll open the ones we know. Was that a boring rock? The top right box is not a mimic. Super gut candy. This one fell asleep. The top row has none. The bottom row has none. The top row has more than the bottom. The top row has more than the bottom. The top row has more than the bottom. You all agree. Which means you are a mimic. The bottom row has none. The top row does have one. So by process of elimination, you are good. I know you're sleeping, but I'm gonna open you anyway. Oh, 800 for a charm. We have enough. Okay. I can make a mistake now. The box on the right is a mimic. The top row has more than the bottom. There are no black mimics. There are no black mimics. The top row has more than the bottom. If you have none, and that's 1, if you are both lying, then everyone else has to be telling the truth. Which they can't be, because of you. Okay. The bottom row does not have a mimic. Oh my god, my brain's gonna break. I'm only on expert 2. How many floors are there? Oh, you don't heal me this time? That must have been a thing that we got. Okay, the bottom row's got one. They're all the same color. There's a red one. The bottom row has at least one. The box on the right is good. The top row's got at least one, and they're all the same color. Okay. There's a red mimic. Let's say that the bottom row has one. Then you are probably lying. Oh, no, hold on. All the mimics are the same color, all the mimics are the same color. You can't both be lying. The top row has one, the bottom row has one, the bottom row has one. The box on the right is good. If you were lying, then he also has to be lying. Which means he's telling the truth, which can't be happening. Okay, oh my god. What if they're both lying? They can't both be lying? Oh, they could both be lying. Hold on. If they're lying, then the mimics are different colors, which means this one has to be lying. Which means the bottom row has no mimics. And this one can't be lying. The top row has at least one, which it would. Bottom row, mimic has one. Nope, they could both be lying. Crap. Oh, this one could go a couple directions. Okay. Oh my god. Because he could also be lying. I'm gonna get a freebie right now. Alright, you're good. Which means you're good. The bottom row's got one. That doesn't actually help me. Oh, they can't be lying. If all the mimics are the same color, then they both have to be black. Which means you have to be lying and you have to be lying. Oh, God. No, never mind. That's still... The same color ones? These two are the mimics? There is a red. There's one in the bottom row and the top row. Otherwise, yeah, okay. This has to be it. Because if they're... one of these could be lying. Because if these are telling the truth, they're the same color. Which means it has to be this one and this one. Yeah, it could be these two, or it could be these two. I just know it's not this one. Yep, there's two ways that that could go. We just have to leave. And I need to eat food. It is not safe. Nessa, can you get an attack in here? Not the top left one could open that one? Oh, you're right. Because that one had to be telling the truth in either scenario. Oof. Yep, you're right. I could have gotten an extra out of that. Diagonal down left has gold. This guy's good. And he says that this guy is good. You're all vouching for each other. Box on the right has gold. Does it? It does. Diagonal up left from me has no gold. He does have gold. You are a mimic. The bottom row has at least one mimic. It does. Diagonal down left from me has gold. So this should not be gold. And it's not. Okay, we're good. All right, Nessa. If I attack another one, I'm gonna die. Deep heal? We'll try and save the deep heal if we can. Temporary +5 attack. Would do it. And then our weapon shattered. We made it to a town. That was awful. The optimized gear shortcut usually equips your best gear. However, when enemies have low hit points, it will equip weapons exactly strong enough to take them down instead. Specifically the one directly in front of you, which is super helpful. We need hit points. We're going for the full heal. Sell the rest. Oh, you only have one. And I feel like we're behind. We're at D, and we're already on floor 20. This one's not going as well. Same number of mimics in red and black. All the mimics are the same color. There are none in the bottom row. There are more mimics in blue than red. All the mimics are the same color. Well, you two have to be telling the truth. More mimics in black than red. Can't be true? Because the reds are good, or the blacks are good? Same number as... Okay, so you're saying that the two reds are good. And that the other one is blue. We got it. And we got some good armor. Mimics are the same color. The mimics are the same color. The mimics are the same color. The mimics are not the same color. There's only one chest that's red. How could there be two reds? That was a bad lie. You gotta do better, Mimic. Ooh, and this whip has good durability. Excellent. There's some gold somewhere in the top row. There is no gold. I hate you two. The blacks are good. The blacks are good. Okay, one of those is lying. So these can't both be lying. There's a mimic in black. No. 0 mimics in black. Yes. There is no mimic in black. correct. And one of you two is lying. And the only way for me to tell which one is to use the item. It was not gold. Go, Nessa, go. Keep healing me for 6. She is on a tear. Remember when I said she's inconsistent? The box on the right is a mimic. No, the box on the left is a mimic. I hate you two. There's some gold in a blue box. Not all the mimics are the same color. None of the blue boxes contain any gold. There are more mimics in black than red. Okay. He's a mimic. No, he's a mimic. He's not a mimic. So it could be these two. Nope, it can't be those two. That one's got to be the mimic. Because it's disqualified for those. So he's a mimic. No, wait. I'm reading that incorrectly. Diagonal up left is not a mimic. I'd be saying these two are mimics. Which can't be right, because this can't be right. Then they'd be the same amount in red and black. Okay. So this guy's the mimic. There are more mimics in black than red. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna open these and see where we're at. None of the blue boxes contain gold. There's some gold hiding in a blue box. One of you two is lying, which means you have to be good. Not all the mimics are the same color, which means that one's got to be it. We're getting there. What are we on, 27? Whip broke. Don't worry, we got a backup whip. More in blue than black. There are more in black than red. Same in top and bottom, same in top and bottom. He's got gold, he doesn't have gold. Same top and bottom all have to be true. And it can't be 0, so it's got to be 1 each, so he's good. Open them and see if this black one has gold. Nope. Diagonal up right me has gold. No. Oh, we knew you were a mimic. More mimics in black than red. Yeah. And there's the same number in blue and black. Okay. Luckily, I just picked up that charm. There are more mimics in black than red. There are more mimics in blue than black. I didn't even catch that was a 50-50. Oof. Good thing it was the last floor. You've opened so many treasures. Good job. You opened 67. Since you opened more than 63, 5 attack candy. We're only at B. All right. Our optimized gear is good. We can sell the... Oh, we're golden. Buy all the heals. Just in case I misinterpreted something. Do I have one more? Oh no, that was my only charm. That one was scary. You got a bloodstone. Another bloodstone? 20 adventure points. Is bloodstone for expert? Thought you bought one earlier. I think we got one in the previous run. All right, well, strengthen the starting gear and increase the starting hit points. All right, so is level 3 more floors? No. Huh. Did you get the basement achievement? Did we get 7,000 points? Nope. Oh, that's random. Yeah, 7,000. Clear 50 in expert. Clear 50 in standard. Clear 50 in confuse. So we need to get further down. Because even this is still only 30 floors. How far do we have to go to get more floors? Diagonal down left is a mimic. Diagonal up right is a mimic. They're accusing each other. Same number of red as black. More red than black. So you two are at odds and you two are at odds. So these three should all be good. And you're saying that he's good. Yeah. Deep heal. More mimics in blue than red. None in red. There's a black one. And there are no black ones. There are no red ones. There is a black one. There's no blue ones. It's not me, he says. All right, so if you're telling the truth... You can't be telling the truth. You have to be lying. Otherwise, he's saying there's none in red. More mimics in blue than red. It ends up needing to be a black one. Because they both say it's a black one. What if the middle one is lying? The middle one's gotta be lying? Because he's saying it's not us. Yep. Yep, he's lying. Spot the fake. Hey, Max, how's it going? Max, how are you enjoying your Final Fantasy run? This is Mimic Logic. So we are trying to open treasure chests, but some of them are mimics. Our partner can talk to treasure chests. So she tells us what they're saying, and then we have to decide which ones are lying. The mimics will always lie, and the non-mimics will always tell the truth. There are, it tells us up here, there's 2 mimics. Oh, it tells us what we're gonna get. I didn't catch that earlier. That would have made a difference when we were trying to figure out whether things had gold. All right, so there's 2 mimics. These 3 all agree that it's not in black, which means it's not him either. So we know these are all good. There is a mimic in black. There is not. There are more mimics in black than red. That's not true. There's more in red than black. So we've narrowed it down. We're also on a time limit. We have a hunger meter over here. So we can't think for too long. And I call it Mimicsweeper because it's Minesweeper with mimics. So we're trying to find weapons and armor so that we can get to the bottom of this dungeon and kill the boss. There are no mimics in blue. Not all the mimics are the same color. Not all the mimics are the same color. All right, you two have to be good. Because if they were lying, then he's telling the truth, which they can't be. Diagonal up right for me is not a mimic, that's right. Diagonal up left for me is not a mimic, that is correct. The bottom row has one. It's not blue. It's not me. It's not me. It's him. It's him. And 2 of you are lying? So it's got to be those 2? It's an interesting game, but oh my god. Sometimes my brain doesn't want to go. Also, this game is like $5. So if you're looking for a logic game that you can play in about 20 minutes, this is a pretty good choice. There's none at the bottom. There is one at the bottom. Cool. So one of you is a liar. The top row has at least 1 mimic. It does. It's same number of mimics in red and black. There is a mimic in the top row. Two mimic finders. Which means there's 2 gear and a gold left. Same number as red as black. This one makes it black. And then the bottom row is good. Oh, one of these 2 is lying. The top row can't have gold. Same number of mimics in red and black, which means it's got to be black. had to think about that one for a second. My gut's running low. If our gut meter, our hunger meter, goes down to 0, we lose. And it's just a ticking clock. Alright, we're getting there. On the left side of the screen, you see it says attack, right? The number next to it is exactly how much damage you do to enemies. Thanks for that. But let's just do the fancy lunch. We'll fill up. That way we can go slow. Alright, sell the excess gear. I think we're fine. We picked up 2 blue crystals. So I'm just gonna go all attack. That's a pretty big jump. Not all of the mimics are the same color. There are more mimics in red than black. There are more mimics in red than black. Okay, you all agree. Same number in blue and black. So you're saying not all the mimics are the same color. You would have to both be lying. Top row does not have a mimic. There are not the same number in blue and black. Same color, all the same color. More in red than black, more red than black, more red than black. More blue than black. Top row has one. Oof. That was a 50-50 and I missed it. Ouch. It could have been those two, or it could have been those two. Damn. All right. Screwed that one up, and we had items. I went too fast. All the mimics are the same color. Box on my right is a mimic. He's not a mimic. He's not a mimic. These two are trying to vouch for each other, and everyone else is like, it's not any of us. We're just gonna let that fail slide. It's fine, we won't worry about that. They're not all the same color. It's not red. It's not blue. Oh, there is a blue. So you're saying that it's the 2 blacks, which can't be right. There's none in red and they're the same color. And you're saying they're blue. There's none in red. They're the same color. It's not red. Am I missing a 50-50 again? Now I'm double checking myself. Nope, I don't have that much, sorry. Top row's got one. You have to be telling the truth. There's a mimic among red, which means there's not. The top row has more mimics than the bottom, which means the bottom is good. There is a mimic among blue. Okay, that was an easy one. Sometimes we get an easy one. And sometimes we don't get any weapons. All right, rough start. Not all the mimics are the same color. The top row is good. All the mimics are the same color. It's not us, we're good. It's not the guy on the left, he's good. Okay. The top row has when he's lying. Okay. These are low gold drops. Still no weapons. Magic was a bit late there. Any items we can use? No. We're still using our starter gear. A waking bell. Yeah, if we catch another sleeping one. They're all the same color. They're all the same color. They're all the same color. The top row has no mimics. The bottom row has one mimic. The bottom row has no mimics. There's some gold somewhere in the top row. So it's either you two, or it's you two. There's some gold in the top row. There is. Which means it's the red ones. Okay. Go starter weapon. I believe in you. Uh-oh. Our starter armor is running out also. Oh my god. Who are you? Pay me 10 gold and I'll restore 10 durability on your weapons. Get out of here. My weapons are awful. Did you know you can left-click the square on the treasure box hint screen to mark whether a box is a treasure or a mimic? You can even right-click on the square to mark it with a number. It's great for when you want to split up the boxes and really think things through. When we start running into the 50-50s. I need a full heal. We got our butts kicked. Optimize gear. Wait, do we have anything to sell? 1 gold piece. We can't afford a charm, so let's go attack candy. Alright. We're no longer failing an attack anymore. Oh, new music. They're all the same color. This guy's a mimic. This guy's a mimic. They're not the same color. So one of you two. And you guys agree that he's a mimic. So they're not all the same color. And the sleeping one is good? Buy gear. That would have been smart. I read that way too late. The top row has more mimics than the bottom row. That's almost certainly true, right? Mark them 1. Because if it's not true... Okay, no, it has to be true. I'm overthinking. Which means you've got to be good. And the bottom row has to have more than the top. The bottom row has more than the top. They're not the same. They're not the same. They're more blue than black. Okay, we're good. We got a gun. Okay, we got a really good gun. Sell the trash. Grab a couple crystals in case we get stuck. Ooh, we're up to C. Diagonal down left for me has no gold. Same number of mimics in blue and black. The bottom row has none. The bottom row has none. More mimics in red than black. Same number in blue and black would be a lie. He doesn't have gold. Are you saying that because he's a mimic? I don't know that. Oh, of course he doesn't have gold. He's a mimic. Brain. All right, Nessa. Can you do that one more time for me? So I don't have to keep switching gear. There she is. It's not me. They're all the same color. The top row has more than the bottom. There's some gold in a black box. There's some gold in a red box. Diagonal up left is good. There's some gold in a black box. There are 4 golds. There's gotta be gold in a black box. It doesn't have to be, but it would make this real awkward. If these all have gold, then all of the mimics are the same color. And the top row, okay. So no, that can't be the case. I'm confusing myself. I gotta stop saying that. There's gold and red. They're all the same. There's gold and black. There's gold and black. There's gold and red. They're all the same color. Okay, these two should be good. This guy's... You're saying he's good. And he's saying the top row has a mimic. There's gold in a red box. Unless it's in you. Well, they can't be the same color. It's not me. I have gold. 50-50? Okay. +8 Nessa magic. She just doesn't hit that often. How early are we? We're on floor 17. We're gonna skip. They're all the same color, they're all the same color. They're not all the same color. Should make these two liars and they're the same color. Same number in red and black. She's helped a lot. She has been helping. Especially in this one where we've had the bad weapon run. All right, I'm gonna open these two and see where the gold is. Diagonal down left has some gold. It doesn't. That works. At least we've got the 2-shot kill here. And our gun is broken. Want to buy a scratched lottery ticket. Ooh. Do I want to buy a scratched lottery ticket? Of course I do. Aw. Nothing? Nothing? Not even like cherry bell elephant? Just nothing? We need a full heal. Sell the unequipped gear. The only weapon we can buy is awful. We got a couple of equips that we can use. Yeah, we need a weapon. There are 3 mimics from here on. Great. There are more in black than blue. The bottom row's got 1. The right column has 1 or more. Okay, that's got to be true. All the mimics are the same color. They would all have to be blue. That's got to be false. Because then there can't be more blacks than blues. The top row contains no mimics. That is possible. Because then you're a liar. There are more mimics in black than blue. There are more mimics in black than blue. And then the top row doesn't have any. Yeah. Right? There's none at the top. More blacks than blues, yes. The bottom row's got at least 1. More blacks than blues. The rightmost has 1. All the mimics are the same color? No. Okay. That was a little scary. There's no gold in the top row. There's some gold somewhere in the top row. There's some gold somewhere in the top row. There's some gold somewhere in the right row. Oh my god. There's a mimic in red. That seems likely. Oh, this is fun. Why am I dropping frames? Why am I dropping a bunch of frames? It's fine. Okay, I think we're good. I should have paused the game while I was doing that. There's 3 gold and 3 gear. I mean, there's probably a red mimic. There's some gold on the right. There's gold on the top. There's no gold at the bottom. There's no gold at the top. We found 2 of the liars. Bottom row has a mimic. I think this calls for a crystal. This might call for a crystal. I'm gonna back myself into a corner. Okay, there has to be a red mimic. There is gold in the bottom row. So all of these have to be... Let me do this again. Gold at the top, no gold at the top. So all of these have to be good. Okay. We found one of... So there's got to be gold at the top. Because there's 2 gold left. This game is scary. I mean, it's pure logic, right? It's pure logic. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Same number in red and blue. The box above me is not a mimic. The box above me is a mimic. There are more mimics in blue than red. No. Same number of mimics in blue and red. Same number of mimics in blue and black. There are more mimics in black than red. It's not red. You're saying it's not red. There are more mimics in blue than red. There's the same number in blue and black. Which can't be true. You have to be lying. Which means there's got to be a red. More mimics in blue than red. So it's got to be one of each. Not above me, same number. Yeah, it's got to be one of each because all of these same number ones go together. Guts is getting low. Let me eat this cookie. Ooh, hit for 26. The box below me is a mimic. Same number of mimics in the top and bottom row. It's above me is a mimic. These two agree that you are a mimic. They're not all the same color. True. Because otherwise they would all be blue. No, that's dumb. They're not all the same color. Because if they are all the same color, then I'm saying they're all blue. This one's good. Okay, we know he's good. I'm gonna open him right now. I'm gonna eat that cookie. There's at least one mimic in this row. Here's another accusation. The right row has more than the left. Because it's one of these, and it must be two of these. No, one of these, because the right row has more than the left. Same number on top and bottom is true if it's a mimic. Is not true if it's not a mimic. 50-50 split? Oh, same number on top and bottom is false. We're good. I missed the fact that one of them already said that. I'm just a little slow. It wasn't a 50-50. You know, if I just sat here and thought silently, I'd seem a lot smarter. I'm just saying everything that's on the top of my head out loud. Sometimes it's just plain wrong. There's a mimic in red? Yep, there sure is. No one else wants to give themselves away? There's a mimic in blue, there's a mimic in blue, there's a mimic in blue. There must be a mimic in blue. The bottom row has more than the top row. That can't be true. No black ones? None on the left or the right? Easy one. I'm a rock collector. Do you have any boring rocks? I do. You've opened so many treasures. Good job. You opened 80. Since you opened more than 72, here's 5 attack candy. We might be in a healing situation. Oops. DPL, what do you do? 31. Grab those just in case, and then we should just be able to throw it all into attack and defense, and we should be fine. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Yes, go magic, go. Ah, the S rank. Okay, that's the same. So the last crystal must be in the random dungeon. Because that's 3 times in a row we got Bloodstone. 20 adventure points. Slow down hunger rate. We did not get 7,000. Really? Still 30? Do I have to do something to get it further than 30? Alright, fine. We'll just do a random dungeon then. The number of mimics is random. The number of mimics is guaranteed to be less than half of the total number of treasure boxes. So what's it gonna say at the top? One to 2 mimics within 6 boxes. Mimics are guaranteed to lie. Okay. 1 to 2. The leftmost column has 1 or more. You all agree. The rightmost column does not have mimics. So just 1? Let's see if I lose immediately. That's a mimic. No, that's a mimic. 2 of these boxes are mimics. The bottom row has at least 1. It does. The box on the left is a mimic. It's not. And there are 2. It's him, no, it's him. I can't guarantee that the bottom doesn't have a second. We got a 50-50. 50-50. One is a mimic. One is a mimic. The blue ones are not lying. The blue ones are both lying. They can't both be lying. Because he's saying that there aren't any. Gamble, it's the 2nd floor. That's true. A mimic is hiding in a black box. There must not be any in blue. Alright. Oh. Yeah, oh, good one. She got the kill in for us. No mimics over here. The box on the right is good. There's totally a red mimic. There is totally a red mimic. There's a mimic in blue. The bottom row has at least one. If you're telling the truth, then those two are mimics. If you're lying, then these two are not mimics. Is there any way for me to narrow that down? Because it could be one or two. There's a mimic and it's him. And also him. There's not a blue. And those are both good. Nope. 50-50. I'm buying the charm. I'm absolutely buying that charm. That's amazing. There's a red mimic, there is. It's not me. The box below me is a mimic. The rightmost column has one or more mimics. It does. Because it's him. It does. Two of the boxes are mimics. That has to be true? Because otherwise you're the second mimic? Ooh, getting hit for 9. Nicely done, Nessa. Instead of trying to look for mimics, it might be better to look for which boxes are definitely safe to open instead. Hey, that's what I've been doing. Good advice. Mushroom lunch, please. Optimize gear. Wait, what? At least equip the good sickle. Game? I have 2 sickles. It always equips the sickle that is the most damaged. That's not helpful. All right, this is fine. Diagonal down left is good. Diagonal up right is good. Oh god, there can be 3 now. This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. This one's good. Diagonal up left isn't... Okay. You're telling me this guy's good. He's telling me this one's good. He's telling me this one's good. This guy is showing me that this one is good. So you're a liar. Diagonal down left me. Okay. We got a chain. Nessa magic rate up 12%. The top row has a mimic. There's a mimic among black. There is. And there's a red mimic. There's a mimic in black. There are no mimics in blue. You could be lying. And the only way for me to tell is to use a blue crystal. Nope. You were lying. There were 3. Would you like a massage? I'll take a massage. That's right, it's that kind of game. Oh, goody, a sleeping one. And I can't wake him. The box on the right is a mimic. Diagonal down right would have to also be a mimic. And there would be no blues. Okay, you have to be lying. The bottom one was saying the one to its left wasn't a mimic. Oh, did I misread that? There's a mimic among red. Diagonal up right for me is not a mimic. And then there's no way I can tell what that one is. Go Nessa. Oh, she's killing it this time. One of these boxes is a mimic. One of these boxes is a mimic. The bottom row contains no mimic. The top row contains no mimics. Wow. Okay, the top row must contain no mimics, which means there's just one. He's a mimic. No, he's a mimic. So it's gotta be the black one. Well, that was nice of them to tell us. What have you got? Blue crystal? I'll take it. And then we'll load up on attack candy. Rank D. There's a blue one. There's a blue one. There's a black one. There is a black one. There's no reds. Another easy one. Yeah, we got one that increases her rate by like 17%. I wonder what her actual rate is. Ouch. Thank you, Nessa. Saved us from another hit. I made some medicine. Do you want to try it? Sure. Hit points healed by 30. Excellent. Sleeping boxes that only say Ziggy can be woken up by using a wake-up bell. 2 mushroom lunches? She's quite active now. That's our active little girl. Alright, optimize the gear. Sell the rest. Nothing. Alright, we should be good here. There's none in red, there's one in black. There's one in red, there's none in red. 3 of you agree that there's none in red. The alternative is that there's 1 in red and 2 in black. Which can't be possible. Okay, those 3 are good. Which means there's 1 in black. And it's this one. No, excuse me? There's none in red. There's not 1 in red. None in red, 1 in black. 1 in black. False. None in red, none in red one. Okay. Needed to double check that. My brain paused for a moment. Nice whip. There's a mimic in blue. Get to the next floor in 93 seconds or you'll die. How do I know if that's true or not? There's definitely a blue one. There's no mimics in black. Diagonal down right for me is not a mimic. You must be telling the truth? There's none in black? Diagonal down right for me is good. There's none in black. There is one in blue. I hope I didn't screw that up. But I'm getting out of that floor, that's for sure. Okay. No time limit on this one? Okay, good. One of these two is a mimic. Oh my god. Alright, here we go again. You're saying he's a mimic. It's lulling me to bed, but it's also lulling me to bed very quickly. The bottom row has at least one mimic. I don't know if those go together. There's at least two. So you're saying that he's good and that this one's a mimic, which means you're good, which means he's a mimic, which means he's a mimic. And then you could be lying or telling the truth. Thanks, Max. I hope you get a good sleep. Because if this one's a mimic, yeah. And then we have to burn an item to figure out if the last one is. Not a mimic. Okay. Nice job, Nessa. Oh, you saved us again. I hate burning the charms, but it was probably actually a bad idea to burn it on that one. Because either we burn it and we get nothing if it's a mimic, or we burn it and we get something that's not worth a charm if it's not. The box to the right is good. There's a mimic hiding in blue. Well, there could be more than one. It's not me. There is a mimic in red. You're a mimic. The box on the right is not a mimic. He is a mimic. The bottom row has at least one. It must not. There's no mimics in black. One mimic is hiding in blue. And only one. Shit. Oh, no. It does have at least... Okay, top row has at least one. The bottom row has none. We got it. That was an easy one. I had to catch myself there. We're on floor 27. We only have one room left. The bottom row has more than the top. There's no mimic in black. There's no mimic in red. There's no mimic in blue. There's no mimic in black. The bottom row has more than the top. Bottom row has more than the top. If you're saying there's none in blue, that means there's also none in black, which is false. It can't be both. There has to be one in blue. Diagonal down right is good. The bottom row has more than the top. These two think there's more in the bottom than the top. Otherwise, it's both of these. Which can't be true. Because then this would have to be true. Diagonal down for me is not a mimic. The bottom row has more than the top. It could be these two, or it could not be these two. Black is not a mimic. All right, so there's none in black. And I still don't know if the red one is. So we're just gonna leave. You've opened so many treasures. Good job. You've opened 69. Nice. Since you opened more than 66, here's 5 attack candies. We got it to A. I'm a rock collector. I do have one. Gonna have to save the backup weapons. And 1 backup armor. Oh, I've got a magi thread. Oh, for armor? I didn't mean to just go downstairs. I was trying to click down that direction. This doesn't count as gear. It didn't heal my weapon, it only healed my armor. And since I didn't buy stuff, we might lose. I'm prepared to feel real stupid for that. We're good? Okay, I got lucky. I almost screwed that up. Da 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 da. You got the Aqua Stone. Nice. New high score, not 7,000. 20 adventure points. Mysterious voice. Was it you? Are you the one who summoned me? Yes. I see. Then speak your wish and I shall grant it. Let's see. I wish for you to break the curse on Nairo and let him speak. Very well. Oh, I couldn't talk. I'm just used to main characters not being able to talk. Did it work? It worked. I can finally talk again. This is amazing. I was really worried for a while there. That's what happens when you open up a cursed mimic that takes your voice. I can't believe it's been 3 months. Not being able to talk is such a pain. And it was really lonely. I couldn't order pizza, but thanks to your ability to talk to treasure boxes, if you hadn't been it, this is going on its own. You're certainly talkative now. Were you always this chatty? Of course I'm talkative. I couldn't talk for ages. Well, it's too soon to celebrate yet. Don't forget, you have to help me out next. Yeah, I know. Now we have to break the curse that put on you that's got that circlet stuck to your head. Now we have to break the curse put on you that's got that circlet stuck to your head. I am not a voice actor. Yeah, it's been almost 2 years since I could take this circlet off. Don't worry, we can conquer any dungeon as long as we're together. You're absolutely right. All right. Well, if we're going to be ready to go to the next curse-breaking shrine, we're going to have to eat plenty tonight. Yay! All right, I know there's more. You couldn't speak for 3 months, all the pent-up complaints. Your cooking is terrible. I hate it when you make bananas. All right, we're gonna sit through the credits. Mankind. The wrestler? I don't know anything about the people that made this game. I mean, it's very basic in its creation, but it's good. Like, the logic is there. Thank you for playing. And it's unique. And if you get sick of Minesweeper, it's a great Minesweeper alternative. A new dungeon has been unlocked. Oh, we can disable our upgrades also. Better starting gear. Robbers, Numbers, Doubt, and Confuse. A bunch of new dungeons got opened. Is there stuff I haven't discovered yet? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff I haven't discovered yet. Robbers will show up along with treasure boxes and mimics. Robbers will always tell the truth, but open them and they steal some gold. And so you're just gonna lose gold. Numbers. Most treasure box hints will include only numbers. Numbers correspond to how many mimics there are in the 8 directions around the box. Mimics give fake numbers. Minesweeper. With fake numbers. Mimics only tell the truth, but all normal boxes the same color as that mimic will lie. Oh my god. Mimics only tell the truth. All normal boxes the same color as that mimic will lie. One confused box is mixed in with the rest. Confused boxes always tell lies. However, they are not treated as mimics and are therefore safe to open. Oh my god. It's safe to open. And everyone's gonna be like, that guy's good, but he's gonna tell me a lie. I see why these two are 6 stars. So robbers then? There's no mimic among black boxes. There's no mimic among red boxes. There are no robbers in the black boxes. There are no mimics among the black boxes. There's only one mimic. So it's not black. Which means it's not red. And one of the red ones is a robber. But since I have no money, we open red first. Damn it. This one's a robber. So does it just take gold? Will it have anything in it? One robber will also be a... Robbers always tell the truth. But open them and they steal all of your gold. Okay, so we don't want to open the robber. You know what? I'm opening the robber. I want to verify that it doesn't give me anything. Okay, it just steals all your gold. It only stole 100 of our gold? It just steals some of your gold. There's no robber in red. The robber is black. It's not red. Okay, so the robber's not red. Yep, it's a lot. We'll have to try and keep an eye out for the robber. The robber's back. The robber is blue. One of you two is lying. So the mimic is black. There's no mimics on the right. And then I don't know if the robber is black or blue. The way we figured that out is by opening the black one that's good. Well, no, because it could still be black. Because it could still be one of the other ones. Okay, the robber is black. Which means it's you and I don't want to open you. We're getting there. Look at that. She murdered 2 of them for us. The robber is not on the top. The one below me is not the robber. The box on the right is a robber. I'm waiting for one to be like, it's me, I'm the robber. The robber isn't black. The box on the right is the robber. But then the robber's not black. No, then you're lying. No, you can't lie. Because if you're lying, then you're not the robber. And robbers tell the truth. So you have to be lying. So we found the mimic. The box on the left is not a mimic. The box below me is not a robber. Correct. The robber's not on the top row. Oh, and the robber isn't black. This one is the robber. All right, I'm getting there. I'm starting to understand. $21. Ugh. Okay. Bottom row has a mimic. The top row has no mimics. The top row has no robbers. The bottom row has no robbers. Okay, one of you is the mimic. The leftmost column is not a robber. The rightmost... Okay. We know one of those two is the mimic. The leftmost column contains no robbers. Okay, so these are good to open. The rightmost column contains no mimics. The bottom row, so you're the robber. The bottom row contains no robbers. I misread. Yep, I should have triangle marked, made it easier. I gotta remember to do that. Blue crystal. Attack candy. bottom row contains a mimic. Yep. And the top row does not contain a mimic. Okay, these are not the robber. You are not the robber. It's one of these two. And we're basically broke, so let's open those first. Damn. Oh. Not damn, that was perfect. Brain. That's what we wanted to happen. Good lord. I made some medicine. Do you want to try it? No, I'm not injured enough to take your medicine. Mark boxes with 0 to use the open all shortcut. How much is food? You don't sell food. But it's... If we just do this twice, that gets us to 98. We'll just do mushroom lunch. Okay, optimize gear, eat all the candy, sell the unequipped stuff for no money. We got one of those. Let's go crystals. Crystals. Let's go attack candy. The robber isn't black. Diagonal up from right for me is not a robber. So these two agree that this one is not a robber. And the mimic isn't blue. Okay. You're saying he's the mimic. Which means he's not the mimic. I guess we find out by figuring out if he's the robber. He is. It's worth it when we only have a little bit of gold. I think. Maybe it's worth it. The bottom row contains a mimic. So none of you are mimics, and you're not a mimic. The top row contains no robbers. The robber is black. The robber is red. Okay, one of those is the mimic. And the way we figure it out is to open them all, lose 100 gold. Okay. So basically we're gonna get robbed a bunch because I'm paying more attention to the mimic issue. Diagonal up left for me is the robber. There's a robber in red. So he's either... He's saying this guy's good, and that this guy is the robber, which means you're a liar. There's no mimic in red. The box on the right is not the robber. We're good? This is so much more interesting. And it really makes me scared of what confuse is gonna feel like. The bottom row has a mimic. All right, none of you are mimics. And you're not a mimic. And the top row doesn't have a robber. The mimic is red. Okay, top row does not have a robber. The bottom row does not have a robber. It's somewhere in the middle. Do I just open them all? I guess I should open them one at a time. And if I happen to pick the two that aren't robbers, I don't open the third one. Like that. It's just pure luck. Nessa Magic +8. Sure. Sure, I never buy her stuff. Let's get her something real nice. The mimic is not blue. The bottom row has a robber. There's no robber in black. The mimic is black. Spend or get robbed later. Good point. The bottom row contains a robber. Which means the top row does not contain a robber, which means blue is not a mimic. And the top row doesn't have one. Diagonal up left for me is the robber. No, because the robber's at the bottom. There's a mimic in black. Top row has no robber. Bottom row has a robber. The blue isn't a mimic. It is a thief, though. I'm going so slow. Oh, damn. She did 14 damage. I have been underutilizing her. Fortune-telling blue crystals can't tell you what's in the box if it's already open. Oh. Yeah, that makes sense. 2 mushroom lunches again? Bumbotron, have you played this before? Or have you seen someone playing this before? Oh, a charm. Yeah, let me make a mistake. That's worth all the money. Seen someone? Okay. There are 2 mimics from here on. 2 mimics and a robber. Top row has a mimic. There's a black mimic. The top row has no mimics. Okay, so you two are... The robber is black. The robber is not black. You're saying the robber is red. There's no robber in red. Crap. I can't have 3 mimics. Well, you're saying the same thing that he's saying. top row does not have a robber. Because the robber is black. The robber is not red. You're a mimic. There's a mimic in black. The top row has a mimic. The top row has no mimics. One of these three is the robber, and I have no good way to minimize that, and one of those two is a mimic. And I have no way to minimize that. I've got a crystal, though. Damn. Okay. The box on the right is a mimic. The robber is black. The bottom row is not a robber. The box on the right is not a mimic, so you're probably good. I'm the robber. You could be telling the truth about that. The box on the right is cool. There's no robbers in the bottom row. Wait. This is so confusing. I'm the robber. If that's true, then both of these two are lying. Can't read full screen? Ugh. I know, I hate that on mobile. Not a mimic. The bottom row doesn't contain a robber. It contains mimics. These two are not the mimic. Or are not the robber. Yep, just open them. I'm opening the robber. I didn't see a way to make that easier. There might have been one. The top row has a robber. The box on my left is not a mimic. The top row has a mimic. The bottom row has a mimic. The box on the left is not a robber. One of us is a robber. You're not a mimic. If you are a mimic, then someone else is a robber. And you're good. You're saying he's a mimic. Okay. Let's get out of here before we lose. Okay, our weapon broke. And this one's not as strong. Oh, Nessa saving the day again. There's a black mimic. We're not robbers. The box on my right is not a mimic. The box on my right is a mimic. You're saying he's the robber, and he's saying you're not the robber. The box on my right is not a mimic. Diagonal up right for me is not a robber. One of you two is lying, which means you two are telling the truth. He's the robber. No. No, he's not the robber. He very explicitly is not the robber. He is not the robber. That doesn't mean he's not a mimic. Oh my god, Automod did a thing properly. Amazing. Well, we can open the other ones and figure out whether or not we're gonna hit the robber. Okay, that one's the robber. Which means that one's good. Optimize gear, sell unequipped. We already have a charm. Go attack Candy. There is a black robber. There is a black robber. Or you're both lying. But that can't be right, because he's calling him a mimic. Box on the right is not a robber. The top row is not a robber. It doesn't mean they're not mimics. I don't have a wake-up bell. I am so tempted to just leave. There is a mimic among red. What if there's not? This guy's just sleeping. Top row contains no robbers. It's okay, we have a charm. There's a mimic in red. There sure is. The top row does not contain a robber. The box on my right isn't a robber. That's true. So you must be the other mimic. Which meant you were the robber. Why did I open that? That was dumb. I have no boring rocks. You've opened so many treasures. Good job. You've opened 65. That's more than 58. Eat all the candy. Optimize gear. Sell the rest. Buy an attack? You got robbed 200 times. All right. Oof, we got hit for 28. Magic for the win. Scree! Ooh, a piece of tablet? You got a slate piece. New high score. 20 adventure points. What's this? Oh, that's us winning. Where'd that slate piece go? Oh, it's on the wall. Okay. So slate piece, we must get 4 of those, and that's how we cure her having to wear the hat. Oh my god. Do one more? Most treasured hints will only include... Hold on one second. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back. Did I drop a bunch of frames again? I did. What is happening tonight? All right. Most treasure box hints will include only numbers. Numbers correspond to how many mimics there are in the 8 directions around the box. There are 2 mimics. There are no mimics in red. Oh, this is insane. My brain can't deal with the fact that there are liars. That has to be true. Oh, this is gonna break me. Okay. So one of these 2 is good and one of them is not. If this one... No. This one has to be the mimic. And then this one has to be the mimic? He's got 1, he's got 2. He's got 1, he's got 1, he's got 2, he's got 1. Oh boy. We're gonna need to buy food. There is a mimic in the blue box. You're a 0? And you're a 0? How can you have 0? You can't. Did you hear the cat? I have a cat. She's tiny and sleepy, but she is here. You can't have 0 if he's got 1. So if he's got 1, these all have to be good. So for you to have 2, it's got to be this one. Oh, I didn't open the other 2. Okay. The rightmost column has 1 or more mimics. I don't know that. you're both saying you have 2. And you're both saying you have 0. You can't both be lying. This one has to be true. But then how can you have 2? Yeah? Then the corners have 0? Don't overthink it. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Good attack. The top row contains no mimics. Alright, I'm starting to get this. This is Minesweeper. Yeah, this is Minesweeper with liars. Sure. Give me some blue crystals. Should have bought food. Rightmost column has no mimics. Okay. That was an easy one. We're officially playing Mimicsweeper. I was not aware of that when I made my title of Mimicsweeper. Just a happy little coincidence. Alright, we made it to the first town. Nessa's magic attack rate is roughly 1/3. Okay, that answers that. Yeah, I'll try your medicine. What have I got for food? A cookie. Nope, we need to eat. We gotta fill up guts, because I'm under the assumption it's gonna turn into 3 mimics, and it's gonna get real awkward real quick. Cat, you're getting fur in my beard. There are 3 mimics. One, 2, 3, no. How can you have 3 and you have 2? It's the 3s that are bothering me. This is way too soothing for what's happening to my brain right now. I don't know how you can have 3. And this one could be untrue. But then neither of these can be untrue. Two, 1. You've got 1, you've got 2. There is 1. We didn't level up? The box on the left is not a mimic. In that case, this one would definitely have to be a mimic. I don't know how I would get you 3. There'd be no way to get you 2. 0, 1. Less than 3. 1. You're good. 2. 2. I feel like I'm supposed to be getting a massage with this music. Can you get me 200 more? Pouring rock sells for 0. 30, 40, 42, 62. I am tempted to sell these crystals. No, I can't get 200 more. That is only 120. Damn. I really wanted that charm. There are no mimics on the top row. How can that be? Okay. I might be going a little bit too quickly. I'm no good at Minesweeper. I really liked Minesweeper. This just being an extension of that is working in my favor. There are no black mimics. It's got to be those. 1. He's got all 3. It's not the black ones. If I get stuck into a 50-50 position, I'm gonna miss it. That's the real negative here. Alright, attack is at a B and we're only on floor 17. There's a red mimic. That's probably true. I can't get you 0. I can't get you 3. Well, that doesn't give you 1. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, there's a red mimic. You can't get 3. You've got 2. You've got 1. You can't get 0. You've got 1. You've got 0. You've got 2. Racking my brain. This is a fun little game. I made some medicine. Do you want to try it? No. No, I don't. If it's a mimic that tells you get to the next floor in XX seconds or you'll die, nothing will happen when the timer runs out. But I'm not going to sit around and wait to see if the time runs out. That's a death sentence. Optimize gear, sell the rest. Buy a bunch of attack candy. We're at A. We're getting there. Box on the left is a mimic. The rightmost column contains no mimics. Nope. That's wrong. One, 2, 1. You are the mimic. Box on the left is a mimic. Okay. You don't have 2. You've got 3. You've got 1. Okay. Oh, was that a charm? Tell me that was a charm. You can't use charms. Relic? Charm. Oh, awesome. Okay, we can screw up now. The box above me is not a mimic. The box on my left isn't a mimic. Okay, they agree that he's cool, which makes all of you cool. Which makes all of you not cool. That's a bunch of boring, useless rocks. I'm just gonna keep buying attack candy until we have S. Leftmost column contains no mimics. Box on my right isn't a mimic. This isn't gonna work. To get you 3. Okay. 1 mimic, 2 mimics, 2 mimics, no mimics, not a mimic. Can't get 3, can't get 3. You've got 3, and you've got 1. Seriously, I'm gonna screw up on a 50-50. I'm not even gonna notice it. Which is why I'm really happy I've got the charm. Where are you going, Ms. Levans? Yeah, there's stuff on my desk, I'm sorry. I was working here earlier. There's a mimic among the blue. There's a mimic among the black. I can't get both of you 3. And you 3. I can't get you 3 if he's a 1. There's a black mimic. If it's this one, he's got 2. If it's this one, he's got 3. I think I just found a 50-50. Right middle is not a mimic. Whew. What am I doing for food? Actually, hit points are running out. You don't sell anything to heal. Okay, buy defense candy. So I can try not to die. There's a mimic among the black boxes. The box on the right is a mimic. If he's a mimic, he's a mimic. There's a mimic among black. There is. You've got your 2. You can't get 3. You've got 1. You've got 2. There's a black mimic. This is a mimic. You can't get 3. You've got 2. You can't get 0. You've got 2. I'm a rock collector. I have all kinds of boring rocks. You've opened so many treasures. Good job. You've opened 95. Optimize gear. Sell the rest. Eat all the candy. Oh, my hit points are low. All right, we are absolutely golden. And Nessa coming in with the clutch attack. Look at her go, everybody. Slate number 2. You got a slate piece. 7,000. New high score. We should get a thing for that. Bread bag thingy. Apparently these are called bread clips. It's nothing. It's literally a trophy. I can't upgrade anything. We don't have enough points. But at least we got 7,000. Oh my god. Okay. This was an amazing good time, and I'm so glad I played this. Now I'm gonna take a quick run through who's still online. Is anybody playing this? I can't imagine anyone else is playing this game. No, it's just me. Alright, so we won't raid that way. We could raid Kit. He was in here earlier. He's playing Backpack Battles, which is another deep thinky game. Bear is playing Sheepy, a short adventure. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go raid Sheepy. I know there's not a lot of us, but Sheepy is very close to getting her affiliate. Sheepy. Bear is very close to getting her affiliate. So we're gonna go raid Bear. Even though there's like none of us. She plays a lot of roguelikes. She's been playing Loop Hero, and she was playing Cobalt Core, and she's been playing Plate Up. So I'd suggest checking her out as an up-and-coming. Alternatively, I'll just raid by myself, and that's also fine. I don't really care. This was a cute game. I'm gonna come back and play this more. I might stream it more. I don't know how entertaining this is to watch if I'm going too fast. So I might need to find something else to fill the slot. But I'm probably gonna be off tomorrow. So it'll be a problem for Monday. I might come back. I never know when I'm going to be here on Saturdays. It's a complete toss-up. But I'm going to go. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to one another, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now. Bear just logged off in the middle of my raid. Damn, that was awful timing. Oh well, I did my best. Sorry, everybody. Have a good